All right.
Alright,
5 seconds remaining.
here we go.
Radiant team back.
Are you not doing your like YouTube intro thing?
Oh no, I am. I'm just getting all the ads out first. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Randy. You say it this time. Actually, it'll be fun.
Hey, what am I saying? Or we're doing Magician Tournament.
Alchemist, Magician Tournament. Alchemist,
Team back.
doing the only game of this series is the good guys versus not the
50 minutes
GGs.
late.
Yeah, yeah.
Team back.
It's not the
It's actually
GGs.
40, but
Promise it's not the GGs. It's actually the good guys versus MMR is just a number, but they never formally made that team, I guess. So it's the GGs from LD2L Season 12 instead. Good guys immediately picking up the Tiny here after some pretty conventional bans. Looks like the GGs do not want any anti-team fight guys, so they're probably going to be doing some funny five-man death balling, I'm guessing.
I'm very confused. Why did they like ban Ember and PL and they pick Tiny?
Probably
Like
comfort.
if it's a tiny one, the tiny one counters the PL really hard. Oh wait, they have Chris. That makes sense.
yeah.
Yep.
10
Yep.
seconds remaining.
First pick Clockwork, no surprise there. Anybody who knew Tennyson was going to be on this team kind of knew what this first pick was going to be.
Probably gonna pick like
Radiant
Kunkka or
team
something.
pick.
Probably going to pick like Mars or something. On one hand, I do
I
think
feel like
there is.
Clockwork does nothing with Mars.
Yeah, I think there's a bit much redundancy with the Clockwork and the Mars here.
Okay, they'll
Clockwork
probably
is
pick
good
up
at fighting
Dusa.
in the arena at the very least. So there's that, pop cogs in arena, just make everybody start bouncing back and forth between them and the walls. But that has to be really well timed and positioned. Very specific. Outside of that, I don't really think they have much in common, unfortunately. Tiny and Jakiro. Jakiro, I think it's still the highest win rate, maybe overall. If not, it's close. Definitely the highest win rate
In the
support.
entire game, team Tinker's the highest in the game.
Jakiro's winner in LDT was like 30%. So
Yeah, I guess that's true. No storm spirits, by the way. Just getting rid of all the spirits here.
Or Lycan, Tinker or Lycan.
Seconds remaining.
honestly, it might not even be a tiny one actually. I think they like first pick the tiny because that's like the only pause for London can play.
Well, that's not on the London team, so.
Oh wait, who's been playing what? Is London playing pause 5? Because Tenos is a 4-player and he plays clock.
Yeah, we have literally no idea what position anybody on the London's team is going to play. In the last round, it was Jackie 1, Beatus 2, Matt 3, Bean 4, BlueJay 5 for good guys. We don't know if they're going to be rerunning that. All of their cores can flex into the other roles, I think, so you can't really guarantee you're going to see the same lineups here. Especially
Yeah.
since this is sudden death.
I want to see him being Dusa.
Dire team back.
You want to see Bean Dusa just like watch your stream, Lamau.
It's also good
Yeah.
into their team. Like so far, Dusa's good into clock and Mars.
That's
These are like
true.
heroes that come on top of you and Dusa just kills them. She doesn't give a fuck.
10 seconds remaining.
Dropped a few frames there.
Seconds remaining.
Should be okay so far, doesn't look too bad. My internet has been stable all day. It would be, it would be just the funniest thing in the world if suddenly it just dropped out the moment I started streaming, wouldn't it?
There you go.
Wonderful.
But should be okay.
Surprised they banned Storm Spirit or Void
10
Spirit.
seconds remaining. Dire
Shouts
Let's
to
go.
Roxy Roro singing in attendance tonight.
Oh yeah, I should open your stream chat.
Dire
Yeah,
team
nobody's actually said anything yet. I just looked at who's here. Banning out mostly some pause 3 guys on from the alleged GGs. Night Stalker, Pit Lord, and Huskar all going down. All very common 3s right now. Huskar also 2, obviously. Even 1 sometimes.
People like Huskar 3 now? That's news to me.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it at 1 a lot. I think it's
Yeah.
actually really strong as a pause 1.
It's like mostly a 1.
Can be any of those roles, though. Certainly with the changes to Huskar, I think the thing with Huskar 3 is that it's like, if you get Huskar at all right now, you probably don't want to run him as low as 3. He's such a high-value pick that you pretty much always want him a higher position. But you can certainly run 3 if you got, like, all the picks in the world.
I think the eggs is really strong. It's like a BKB piercing taunt that's like point and click.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is ridiculously good. Shadow Shaman. That'll
Okay.
round out our support roster for the alleged GGs.
Dang,
Unlike
never know these
Clockwork.
shaman mids.
Like Clockwork, Shaman has a lot to say in the Mars arena, but then so does Viper, who can just kind of break everybody's passive and make everybody walk away. Good pick if
Like-
he's not locked down during it.
Shaman's okay with Mars, but I feel like it's not like you can put stuff in the arena, but it isn't like he really benefits from the arena because he already has a lot of lockdown built into his kit. So I feel like
That's true.
sometimes
But
it feels
for
a
the
bit
mo-
redundant.
No snap Mars.
For the
sure.
most part, the Shaman lockdown applies to one guy having the ability to keep a load of people down, or 2 at most. And the ability 3 if you're a god with ward trapping, but usually the guy in the wards will just beat their way out, you know? The more you stretch it out, the worse it gets for you. Having the ability to just effortlessly have 5 guys just sitting there, burgers and fries, ready to go, is it's a nice little thing for Shaman. Those wards can do a lot of damage if they're just uncold and you just have to sit there and eat them for a long time.
Yeah, just buy out eggs so it gets split shot.
And there you go.
So you think that's a Viper mid or a Viper 3?
Oh, shoutouts to Vex, who is the first person to actually say something in chat so far. Viper mid or Viper 3? I don't know. They have a lot of, they have some leeway here. They could really run Viper either of those positions. The one thing they probably
yeah.
couldn't do is Viper 1.
You can totally play Viper 1. Just don't think the one player would want to play that.
That's true, yeah. I can tell you this much. I wouldn't want to play Viper 1.
Think I played a game as a Viper mid the other day, and the game was like super even at like 30 minutes, and then we won like one team fight, and we just went straight like tier 4s and ended the game because like the Viper shard is surprisingly like a lot of tower damage.
It is. They definitely weren't thinking about the Viper Shard in particular when they let you buy at 15, because if you get the Viper Shard as early as possible, you can legitimately just go roll over all the T1s in, like, just very easily, very short time, basically. Just get a big advantage early.
Five, four.
Oh my
No.
god. Bristleback!
Okay, so their stuns are like non-existent. Their stuns are like Avalanche and like
Yeah,
Ice
they-
Path, which are like terrible stuns.
That's about it. Yeah.
We got a Pugna here who really preys on teams without CC, so that's not great.
Viper, there's also depends on what build Viper goes, but I feel like they're gonna have issues killing the ward, and like if it was a new shard and either one's Pugna was the ward, it was the Pugna's ward is like insane because you like put the ward down and then you decrep it and then you can suck off the entire enemy team.
Yep.
So that's like I guess that's like your Mars arena damage. You just like when he arenas, you put the ward outside the arena, like, and then you just like sleesh it or whatever the hell Pugna it's called.
Lystrin, yeah.
The Suck.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Suck.
scientific name for it.
10 seconds remaining.
Pretty sure your stream is dropping frames like crazy. It's like freezing like every 2 seconds on my screen.
5 seconds remaining.
OBS reports less than 5%, which is still fine for me. Okay, maybe not. Oh god, it's getting worse. The good news is that if the live version of this does fail, we should be able to record without any issue. So if the Twitch version ends up being unwatchable, the YouTube version, which will be uploaded probably tomorrow morning, should be completely aces, because that does not care about dropping frames or anything.
Radiant team back.
Okay, it's starting to get really bad.
Nice.
Starting to peak over 7%. Again, literally have not had any issues with the internet all day, so I'm glad literally the second I hit start streaming, it just starts dropping like crazy.
5 seconds remaining.
Very unfortunate.
Team back.
Maybe I'll set up my stream for season 13. We'll
Wouldn't be
see.
a bad idea, just have that as at least an emergency.
Your stream is a PowerPoint presentation right now.
At least to have as like an emergency fallback in case this happens.
Well, when this happens every week.
Okay, well,
I'll
they
call the
banned, like, the
goddamn. I'll
entire
get them
one
out
thing.
here as many times as it takes to make this stop goddamn happening. This is so annoying to me.
You should just, at this point, you should just get Starlink. Give Elon Musk your money, you know?
Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
So they've banned a lot of pause ones. And then GG's
Okay,
banned.
Draw Ranger.
Okay, so they still have no stuns. At least
At
have
least have the
silence.
silence, yeah. Random assassin.
There's a PA.
I mean, the PA looks kind of okay. Like, it's.
I like this PA game a lot more than I like this Draw Ranger game, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think Drow's pretty terrible. It's like all those heroes.
Yeah, the only hero I like it against is Shaman, and that's who strikes first match.
It's also going to be 4 tiny.
I don't even know if it's
Tiny.
good against Shaman. I feel like Shaman has like Shaman can like lock like they need Lotus Orbs. Shaman has like can just like, lock down someone forever because they have like so few ways to interrupt his
Yep.
shackle. I mean, the PA is good, like, once she gets items, but the PA is also going to have a really rough time before she has a BKB.
I think
Other than
Phantom
heroes
Knives
is
is
true.
necessary in this game.
We're dropping for just a moment here.
Probably. I mean, Phantom Eyes is just, like, really strong in general. Like, usually you're
Yep.
picking it up at, like, 30 minutes anyways, regardless of the game, because it's a lot of damage, even if you don't account for the break, but against the Bristleback, it lets you just, like, one-shot him. Though it is dispellable, so if Bristleback's a Lotus, and like uses it after he gets hit by Phantom Knives, then it's not as bad.
Yeah.
For those of you who are watching on Twitch, I would advise spectating this game and using the just using our casting there, because that will probably get you generally a better view than here, and just using the Twitch for chat. That's what I would do, frankly, if you could do that.
I think you can use the in-game thing for chat too, if I remember correctly, but I don't know exactly how it works.
Alright, here we are. It's going to be a support tiny. It's going to be a bit interesting to see.
Prepare
Joe
for
Ranger,
battle.
Jackie Chin repping Team Trees over here. Apparently he's, I don't know, he's a Nico-terrorist or something now. Wait, would that be considered? No, never mind. I retract that statement, I guess.
So it's Tiny 4, which means this is like Omega value Blightstone game for PA if she chooses to go for
Yep.
Orb of Corrosion, because I think that the offlane has like 3 armor between the two of them or something. Yep.
Hasn't gone that way at least yet. Isn't looking at OOC at the moment, but yeah, very much agree. I feel like it's going to be very difficult to knock PA out of lane here with these two. It's just not guys who do that great against PA. Bristleback at least has the Quill Spray. I feel like this is just a little bit too, like, I don't know, reactionary. Like, I feel like Tiny as a support right now, and apparently they are thinking about roles, because it looks like Tiny's at least going to be 4 here, and BlueJay was 5 last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tiny as a support right after like the way they changed him just isn't that great.
Townsend's kind of.
I think he's
out here.
fine, but you need
Yeah,
to
he should
play
be
him in a lane where you can toss someone and they just die. Like, if you toss
Yeah.
PA, she just blinks away. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Townsend's dead.
Super dead. First blood to Bristleback.
I don't even know if that's not good for them, because the Tiny had to start Q, which means he doesn't have, like, toss for lane.
I mean, with Bristle, what was Toss going to do anyway, right? Like,
I mean, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of soft lane. Like, obviously, once Bristle hits 6 and gets a Vanguard, PA still has to leave lane. he kind of just can't take damage once he gets like levels into Cool Spray. But early on, she should have a pretty free time.
Anyway, let's start off here with the rundown of everybody. The best part of the whole stream, the calls, right? Cast call. Pause 1 for the good guys. Jackie Chen, Team Trees, playing the Drow Ranger. Pause 2 is Godlike Matt, playing the Viper here. They have switched up the roles. Pause 3 is Giraffe / the Beatus on the Bristleback here. Pause 4 is BlueJay, captain of the team, BlueJay on Tiny. And pause 5 is Combination Bean on the Jakiro. On the other hand, on the not GG's, you got Chris, who no longer heckin' loves Peru, but is now just simply sponsored by Peru. On PA, on PA, pause 1.
Hope to see a rapier.
Pause 2, we got Durforgan on Pugna. Pause 3, we've got Trash Boat on the Mars. That's a bit interesting. Pause 4, captain of the team London on the Shadow Shaman. And pause 5, we've got Heatwave, who's actually Tinelson, on the Clockwork.
I think it's. I don't really know what Clock Pause 5 does. I feel like it doesn't do anything.
It's going to be interesting to see the it's going to be interesting to see the Pugna 2 this game. I think that's the biggest interest for me because, like, on one hand, Pugna 2 I don't think usually is all that great, but on the other hand, what the hell are they going to do about him? Like, if he gets any sort of response to Gus, that's pretty much like it, right? Like, Tiny can't get close enough to do anything from a support position. You just got to be Ice Path. Just have to save Ice Path for Pugna, and he can just shrug that off eventually. Gonna have a lot of ability to operate here.
I think if Pugna buys a BKB, the Dire like literally doesn't, or the Radiant doesn't do anything against him because he can decrypt the physical damage, and then their magic damage none of it goes through BKB. And they have no disable that goes through BKB.
And even when it goes down, it's like they still have so little. They really have to dedicate all their CC to him, and that's gonna free up a lot of space for PA to do much. I do like this team comp in a reactionary sort of way. I would not say I would look at these 5 and say, yeah, this is a great team comp on like a regular day, but against this specific draft, I think this is pretty good.
I think it was smart for them to not like over commit on the Mars pick and like just pick cores that are good with Arena, but like aren't good for the game.
Right.
So like they don't have the greatest Arena damage, but like they have some of it, and like
they're gonna They're probably going to need Fan and Eyes to really get much done in Arena, basically. That's pretty much it. It's going to be a lot on PA here.
I mean, if you get like Mars sharding, like double screw to wall, and then PA has a Battle Fury, then like it's okay, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, for good damage, you pretty much need Fan. That's like long and short of it.
Maybe
get back under attack here.
I think Pugna Shard will be.
Oh god. Okay.
Wrestle solo, he's dead. Down to Clockwork.
Get on Chris back there, because I think he genuinely was in risk of dying to cool sprays there if he didn't.
So far, it's like Pugna's losing lane by a decent chunk. Has one less last, has like the same last hits, but down 4 denies, so he's down quite a bit of XP.
Yep. And down a level 2.
Yep. Is down a level. He's close to 5, but not like that close. Guy like Matt definitely taking a lot of control of the lane here so far.
I think Pugna's dead.
Yeah, he's just dead. Just stick.
Jakiro is likely also dead at bot lane. Ooh, good multi-shot though. Alright, so there's that.
I'm really surprised they ran the Clock 5 instead of the Shaman 5. I feel like the Shaman is like better in lane against a Bristleback.
Once again, I'd just like to reiterate at this point that if the option is there, and make sure you guys are actually talking in-game doing this as well, if the option is there, I would definitely recommend viewing this cast through the Dota client right now.
Am I even talking in game? How do I figure that out?
If you're using the button you actually if you're using voice chat in game, you're talking in game.
Oh, I don't use I don't have push to talk. Oh god.
You better.
Is there open mic? Oh, there's open mic.
Oh
There
god.
is.
Alright. Just don't sneeze or anything, or chew, or something.
Wait, is it under voice? Is this for voice chat party or voice chat team?
It's team.
It's team, yeah. Voice chat party, I don't think does anything anymore. I think that's like deprecated, but they just still have the key around for some reason.
What the heck? Okay. All right. Well, I think my thing should be working now.
Alright, so
Excellent.
there's that.
Dire are scanning.
Is Pugna dead again?
yeah, I think he
he's
is.
definitely dead.
Yep. Goodbye, Pugna. Tiny just rotating the mid, just eating him. So, guy like Matt might
Giraffe
be...
is in trouble too.
Nope. He's fine at a full stick, but... The Beatus has been cured. 1 and 2 in this lane, which is not great. PA alive for both of those kills, which is not much better. Oh, Bean
Well,
does get
that's-
the Mars in return. Yep. Very, very hectic. We're getting fight recaps already.
Yeah, so I was gonna say because the clockwork is like really good against Jakiro because Jakiro's like really long cast times. So when you have battery assault on, the Jakiro can't get like
Yeah,
a
he just
spell off.
doesn't do
It's-
anything.
It's like impossible. So I'm really surprised that they decided they wanted to run the shaman with the Mars instead of the Jakiro, or yeah, instead of the clockwork.
On the other hand, so far it has been working out, so there is that. Like, definitely, I'd definitely rather have Mars 0-1 and PA 1-0-1 than, you know, change that up.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Are they gonna dive? Okay. The cogs will
Finish turn as well.
ruin their dive up here.
I don't know. I just feel like on paper, Shaman's also like really good against the Bristle because you can stun the guy so that you can their PA can hit from the front only.
Radiant's middle
Yep.
Yeah, they got a
tower is
lot
under
to do to
attack.
stop the Bristleback. Like, in particular, the biggest thing Arena's going to do for them on this team, and I'm kind of surprised they picked him into it as well. Biggest thing Arena's going to do in this is mess with Bristleback's positioning if he doesn't have magic immunity up, and he usually won't by the first few arenas at least. If they're
Yeah.
able to get Bristleback in the arena, he's always going to be facing you. Oh, where the hell did
Yeah,
London
good.
just die? Oh, he just at mid, just got eaten by a guy like Matt.
You got Viper Striked.
It is
Viper
interesting.
Struck, as it were.
Guy like Matt definitely very solidly winning this mid lane here.
Bottom lane arena. Defensive arena there.
Defensive. He might still be dead.
Okay.
Got the ice path.
Oh, Bean has no
But-
mana.
Yep, being has no mana, Jackie Chin wanted nothing to do with that.
Yeah, the multi-shot was already committed. Is Chris? Oh, good
Yep,
cogs.
just barely
Good
ends up
work.
going down.
Deaths in every
Okay.
single lane, boys.
Tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Need multicam on. It's like TI.
Yeah, on the spell mini thing, I don't think Bristleback wants to buy BKB in the first place. So like even if he gets
No,
it,
he doesn't.
and like it feels really bad for the Bristleback to be forced to buy BKB.
Yeah. One of the heroes, usually as 3 in general, you don't want to buy a BKB unless you absolutely have to. There are a few heroes that will basically force you into it. Like if Grimstroke, for example, knows what he's doing, you pretty much have to buy BKB, like period. But
You
like,
also need it for Viper, I think. is
yeah,
the other
Viper
big
as
one.
well. Unless you can get him
We're
silenced
gone on
frequently
again. He's
enough.
dead.
Bristleback dead. Just barely, Clockwork barely outliving him there. Two charges for his own.
Bristle is every kill that London team has. Nobody else is dead.
Guy like Matt getting another one on Pugna here. Pugna 0-4 at this point. Assistance from BlueJay on the Tiny here.
I don't think Draw Ranger's been pressured enough in this game.
I mean, Pugna doesn't seem very happy though. I just saw him like draw on the mini map.
Yeah, that's true.
I cannot imagine he would be, to be frank with you. Just barely whiffing out Ice Path here. Tiny coming in.
He's still in
Look at
trouble.
the
All the
line.
trees are gone.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to run. This is awkward. Trow unfortunately does not officially get the kill, but does get an A credit there, and you know, you gotta be happy just having the freest lane in the world down here as Drow. The good guy's actually just completely on top so far as farm goes. Mid probably being just the most decisive lane shatter.
Also, net worth. Net worth wise, they have the top 3 in the game, and they're up 4K gold at 10 minutes right now.
Yeah.
One particularly
And their
big
cores are
thing.
completely unpressured aside from Bristle. Okay, Viper is getting gone on though.
So is Tiny. They don't have enough manpower to commit to this Viper offensive.
Said,
They did get Tiny. I don't know what that noise was, but I feel the same way.
That was me sneezing and trying
Directly
to
into
not
the
blow out
mic.
people's eardrums. Yeah. I covered my mouth trying to not blow out your eardrums.
Unfortunately, covering your mouth blew out our eardrums, so.
Oh, unfortunate.
Broom handle going down.
Trash
Mars
bros.
appears to be dying again.
Yeah, he's dead.
They have too many slows.
That is one interesting thing. While they have basically nothing to say as far as actual stuns go, they are in no need at all of slows. They got so much of it.
Clark.
I feel like Clark.
Viper's getting gone on again.
Yep. Oh man, he's actually really close to dead. Oh my god.
He's dead. Flare.
Flare.
He lived for so long because he has 4 points of corrosive skin. So much magic resistance.
But
Tiny.
this ain't good.
Nah, he's fun.
They didn't break his tranquils. So he
What?
actually got like a ton of regen through that.
Yeah, that's true. Literally, he was not auto-attacked one time. Because he had Shackle and Pugna ulti on him, but no auto-attacks. So, he regens.
One bit of interest in this match, I should say.
Oh,
goodbye,
not that
Tiny.
time though. They still didn't break his strengths, but he died through that anyway.
Kuro is going to get the Clockwork in response. One bit of interest in this game is if Viper can get PA to stop, right? If they can lock down PA some way, if they can get like you know, a really good ice path, if they could get, you know, Rod of Atos, all that sort of thing. Viper can just sit there, drop, break on PA, and if that happens, I think PA is pretty much just going to die.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Unless-
Peter's trying to farm a stack without
Gotta
battle
be
Fury. It's like
GB.
the saddest thing ever.
Unless
Just
something
gives that and
changes.
just leaves.
Yeah, okay, that's sad. So unless something changes, I think Drow Rangers are really scary in 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Drow's also like an insane hero into PA because you can really easily itemize the Silver Edge to deal with her, but even if you don't itemize for Silver Edge, your ulti's like marksmanship procs go through PA's evasion, so you don't have to buy MKB.
Never forget PA Rapier in the finals, that's right. We do know Chris, very brave on the PA. Is not afraid to...
You have multi-shot damage too that also goes through it.
is not afraid to bring out the nuclear option here if necessary. Is that a bit of a miscue on the cogs? Or... Yeah, it sure looks like it. Just gonna get run over by Drow now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Gonna lose
It's like
Bristleback for it,
turnaround. Very interesting.
You're gonna get the Bristleback for it, but not before Bristleback gets a kill of his own. Drow Ranger says, I want nothing to do with fighting, and it's hard to argue with that.
Yep.
I feel like Baby Viper should want something to do with fighting, though. He's just been kind of hanging mid for a while.
I think he wants a mid-tier one before he starts rotating.
Probably.
That's usually what Vipers do.
He's gonna need the shard to really do that.
Mars sees it coming there.
Get Mars.
I mean, he can get support rotations on next catapult wave, and then it should be fine. But
He doesn't have it like cute or anything, though. Might not necessarily. Oh, I just got a text randomly. Might not necessarily get it. Oh, or not draw PA, I believe. Yep, that is the full Battle Fury coming in. So there is that. That's finally complete.
Yep.
But net worth, it's not doing that bad for how our team's kind of gone early.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire are scanning.
We're gonna scan out Jakiro in the back here.
They were like,
Still
yeah,
looking,
got
but
the TP out.
Kiro is gone. There are 0 heads present in this lane right now.
Super good TP.
Oh, that's the other way to kill a tower. You just bring your hero mid and.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
but
go.
it's only level 1 liquid fire though, so maybe
Okay,
not.
smoke. Trash Bot's dead.
Just found the Mars there, just got rid of him.
Wow, this Mars is so poor. He has 200 more net worth than the enemy pos 4.
Yeah, that's fairly depressing.
Yeah, he's still just barely halfway to Blink Dagger at this point.
Finally farmed the stack here. So there's that.
If you are from Duluth, Minnesota, and you're calling my phone right now, sorry, I'm not going to answer that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Busy streaming, bro, come on.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well,
is
at
under
least
attack.
PA is like tied for, or like he's, also like PA is close to the Radiant Core's net worth now, so at least they have that
Yeah.
going for them.
Okay,
It's an
it's
arena here. Tiny and
that's
Kiro sitting in it.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Clockwork's
big
taking a
block
lot of damage.
initiation, but oh, he got deleted.
Oh, Drow's here, baby. This ain't good. Drow just completely cleans up shop.
Yeah, it's a big cleanup crew.
The unfortunate thing is for the Radiant though that Pugna's getting burned by the Viper W faster. He's actually live trading. That's super sad.
That is London's okay. Two
The
shots
Viper
fast
actually
in
did
the night.
not want to finish the job there. Not sure what he was scared of, but
Dire's
He's scared the
middle tower
creeps. If
is
he gets
under attack.
shackled, the range hero has no damage block, so the creeps
Yeah, and he
probably
has-
included.
He has shackles and snakes, so I think Shaman out damages Viper in that fight. He might die, but I don't think it's necessarily worth to die to kill a Shaman at this stage.
Just getting
Bristleback is going to get
3-man ganked.
completely eaten. Yep.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Did
attack.
get about half of Mars's health off. It did take them a long goddamn time to do that, but
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Got a smoke here.
this Pugna farm is also kind of sad. I mean, no surprise, but boy, that is destitution at its finest.
Yeah, he had a rough lane.
Yeah, I think the Pugna also just went to like supportive items. I think mid Pugna usually wants like a Kai item and like bots and stuff. Just either lens seems like
It's a weird toss in,
Yeah,
but
very brave toss. It is going to work out, though.
multi-shot.
Pugna is super screwed here.
Just gonna kill everybody.
Yep, just gets silenced out. Clockwork goes for Viper on the offsides and does not win that fight either. This is looking a little rough for the GGs here.
Remember when I said the Drow Ranger would be super scary if nothing changed? Well, nothing changed, and
No, actually,
that was
something did change. It got
extremely
worse.
scary.
Dire's structures
Yeah.
are fortified.
There is the whole world riding on PA's shoulders at this point.
Dire's
Like,
middle tower is under attack.
if Pugna had done better mid,
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
if Pugna had done better mid, I think we would be looking at a different story here. But like,
Yeah.
Pugna just got eaten by Viper. I'm not really sure why he decided to run him mid this game, to be honest with you. I think he would have been better off in the off lane, maybe.
Radiant's
I don't think
top
Pugna's a very good hero right now, I'll be honest.
I'm surprised PA is going for Desolator second. I think this game, because you have like no map pressure, you should just go BKB, and then that way you can always push on the side lane because they have no way to interrupt the TP through BKB.
Alright.
But maybe they'll fight on this Devil Tie, and I'll like eat my words. But I'm kind of doubting it.
One big thing as well for PA/BKB is, again, Viper has that break. If PA is stuck in the break, she is dead, period.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's like a pretty big mistake on Viper's part to not have the shard queued up. I think they need the shard to close the game out early before the PA gets online.
Right.
Like the Viper shard plus Bristlebacks goo lets you take Roche really fast, especially because you have Drow Marksmanship Aura is like 2 ranged heroes,
Right.
like a ranged
they
core
got-
and a hero on your team, and then
They got
when you're going
Dragon
high, also very useful.
during that.
Instead, he's going straight for Scotty.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Scotty's weird on Viper. I've seen it a few times the last couple days. I don't really get the idea.
I don't
to be
think it's a
honest.
good Scotty game in general because like usually you buy Scotty against support Pugna because support Pugna likes to reverse life drain his allies to heal them, but like it's a core Pugna who probably will be life draining you. So
Yeah,
the Scotty is like
Right.
really only effective if you're hitting Pugna, but like you usually are not in auto attack range to hit a Pugna, especially because of either lens.
Also, I mean, he does have the Dragonlance, so there's that. That it will help a little bit on the other side of the affair. Also, it's like this. You've got well enough slow if you're getting it for the slow side of the equation. Really, the only thing you get out of it that's that important is the tank aspect, which is good. Don't get me wrong.
Allison is in an awkward spot. He's probably dead. Yeah, super dead.
I think Gleipnir is better, and if you're like communicating to a team, you just tell your Drow to buy a shard if you really need the healing reduction.
One interesting thing is, though, PA has been completely untouched for the last few minutes. Like,
That's true, yeah.
completely untouched. Is rushing
On parity
for
for
BKB
growth.
right to the shard as well. Scanned out the Roche attempt going on here. I don't know they're going to necessarily make it in time. Okay, they actually are. Yeah.
I think Mars is
down
dead
the
though. He
arena.
has no BKB.
Yeah. Just gets beaten immediately. Everybody has to just run away.
That's really sad. They can go, yeah, free Roche as well.
Yeah, this is like a pause 4 Mars at this point. Like it literally has the same net worth as a Tiny.
Yeah.
Pugna is not doing much better actually. It's really just
Oh god.
the PA that has farm as a
Yeah.
dire core.
Almost a 1v5 at this point. Like,
Yeah, Chris has a lot of weight on his back right now, I think.
Chris needs like an Ags and a Rapier probably to carry this game, but he also needs a BKB, so we just need a stall.
Bristleback is going the aura experience. Actually, would probably not go Crimson this game because it's not going to do much against what PA's got to bring to the table, and it doesn't work on the Shadow Shaman wards, unfortunately. But
Wait, does it not work with wards? I swear to God,
They're
it
going high ground.
no,
Okay.
the Witch Doctor wards and the like all ward units are specifically exempted from damage block
works.
for some insane
There
Okay,
reason.
so this Crimson Guard thing is just like basically useless.
They're gonna take this high ground here. I don't think they can do much to defend it against an Aegis Straw Ranger.
First set of Rex
I
down,
mean-
second set of Rex down. Viper has gotten the shard at some point, so he is listening to the cast.
Yep.
Take Derforgan does knock out the with PA does knock out the bot T2 here, untouched. And then speaking of untouched, again, PA still completely untouched for almost the last 15 minutes now.
Yeah, but so is Drow Ranger.
That is true, but I do think it is a bit more important here that PA is untouched than Drow is.
I think as long as Drow has an Aegis, she doesn't care about the PA. If PA
Yeah, she
can blitz
doesn't
on
care
Drow,
with
she
the
will.
Aegis.
So,
Yep. That's another great sign of the Viper in action there. Just the Viper shard made that so much faster from the armor break. Tiny
got
just
Pendleton
bullying.
too.
Yep. I don't think they're gonna get him the. They can't do. Oh well. He
Oh.
certainly can't do anything if he looks the wrong way before he gets forced out.
Hook shot.
A good hook out.
I think Viper needs a
Right.
glide here rather than another slow. They need like some way to stop them from moving entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely the Gleipnir game of the century for Viper. Like that would be such a game changer compared to the Scotty. Even a Rod would be good, but like Gleipnir, oh my god, dude. Gleipnir on this guy would be ballin'.
For sure.
Hmm.
Why does this guy only call me when I'm saying something? If you're from Duluth, Minnesota, fuck off. That's not taking your call, bro. Sorry. You know, there's like this old video that's like Bigfoot shot in Duluth, Minnesota. Maybe it's him, bro.
It's Bigfoot, yeah.
PA still has no
Adrian's still
BKB.
here. Adrian
I
still
feel
has
like
2
that-
minutes on it.
That Rax is just gone. I don't think PA is going to show up to a fight without BKB, and
Okay,
I don't
hope
think
so.
they're going to fight without
Okay,
PA.
Arena.
Yep, Arena. Viper is BKB'd in the middle of
Oh
it, so
my
you can just
God.
walk away at any given time. PA
Mark,
is
it's
going
a
to fight
race.
without BKB. Is not going to listen to your advice. Clock.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
she got the dagger crit. Feels good, man.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
good.
Got the dagger crit. They are no longer willing to do anything about this tower, but it is only sitting with about 200 HP left. Kiro is likely going to die in the
it's
retreat
fair.
here.
Probably tank the gank for the Drow there.
Yep.
Just dead.
I think Drow was rather in danger if Bean didn't tank that. So
They do lose 2, or they do lose 1 on the retreat there, which isn't great. They'd have to buy for that though, which is equally not great. They're
Yep.
still not really in much of a better position than they were a few minutes ago. Like, if the dagger does not crit there, I don't think there's even a retreat.
I think it's fine,
Yeah,
though.
for sure.
Like, they didn't get the
Yeah.
second set of racks, and the PA is about that BKB. I think
Radiant's top
the PA
tower
can actually fight now without just, like, dying when
Yeah.
she jumps in. No, if she, like, jumps into a tiny avalanche, then it's really rough. Like, if she jumps to a tiny avalanche and, like, gets bursted 100-0 before she gets BKB off, then it's really rough.
Pugna Viper, at least on paper, is sort of a who shoots first situation. If Pugna gets, like, just jumps on Viper and he's able to get everything off, then Viper is pretty much screwed. But on the other hand, if Pugna is, like, decrepified and he's sitting in the Brig Juice and he's just dead instantly, basically, if he gets Viper stricken, he's dead instantly. Very who shoots first. In lane, definitely Viper won this one, though. Viper just
think,
walked all her Pugna in this lane.
Enchanted Quiver daggers is some good stuff, you know? Does nothing, I'm pretty sure, but he could try it.
It gives you the damage bonus, but, like, it's not a great item on PA because it doesn't increase your dagger range or anything.
Yep.
Well, Drow's going Butterfly, so I don't know. I feel like PA still isn't going to have damage to kill this Drow. Because Butterfly screws with PA really hard, because, like, if your crit misses, then you're just, like, screwed. Like, you do 0 damage for, like, the next, like, 7 auto attacks.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're still in the situation where you're really going to be
Tunnelson
super.
again.
Yep, Tunnelson very dead this time. Yep. This time no force staff shenanigans. That's his dieback too, so he's gonna be gone for a while. They don't have the Aegis. I don't think they're gonna be confident to push uphill, especially with the
Probably just
Wave
take this
top.
tier 2.
tower is under attack.
they will eat
think
this
it's
T2 for free though.
It's mostly no BKB, so I think the Drow,
Tower is under attack.
like, Butterfly's, like, the greedier option here. I think BKB is a lot safer, because it negates, like, all their kill pressure except for PA, and, like, your supports can
Holy.
help you against the PA.
Or they got London, yeah. Maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's dead.
This T3 was still here, would probably be fine. They're actually looking at high ground here. Actually just melting it before they're even in position to do
Yeah.
anything about it.
Viper
Okay.
Shard is a cool
Dire's bottom
shard.
tower has fallen.
Chris.
Yeah,
Chris is here.
Okay, arena.
too.
That's a good arena.
Yep. On one hand, it is a good arena. On the other hand, PA did have to use the Aegis in that. And didn't really...
You can hear BKB?
Yep. Or not, yeah,
Thing is, if you
use
don't use your
BKB.
BKB to
it's
Drow, you just lose the game, is how I feel.
Yeah,
So,
you mean like that?
yeah,
Goodbye,
like that.
everybody. Use
Okay.
BKB for the bristleback and just let it go early. As a
Yeah,
result,
yeah,
they're not
that's
even
all
looking
right.
at the racks. They're just saying throw now.
Yeah. They're going to end.
This guy has
They
no
are
arena. I don't know why he bought that.
Reconsidering it. Yeah. I think they're a bit overly scared about the Mars buyback there. Like, he can't do anything.
I mean, they're going the safe route, I think. Oh, never mind. I was like, maybe they'll go for Megas instead?
Sad game.
They were thinking about it, but there's a dieback for Mars. Just instantly melted. London calls the
Alright,
G's, and we're
GG.
out of here. This is a sudden death
There you
series,
go.
and that's our game for tonight.
Draw Ranger kind of popped off.
Yeah, you definitely, after some, how was it?
What?
Well, you're about to hear, brother. After a pretty rough, first series there, I think the way they reoriented the GGs here really worked out for them. Bro.
Yeah.
I think the way they reoriented the GGs here really worked out for them. Like, godlike Matt, I'm sorry, Beat. I love you, Beat. You know, you're cool. Somebody is putting together a team, and I specifically suggested you as their 3. That's how I'm feeling, right? That's how I feel about you, Beat. But guy like Matt at mid is like, I think he's kind of orders over Beatus, which is no insult to Beatus. I think guy like Matt is just shockingly good. Just the way, and that's Derforgan. He was putting down too. That's Derforgan. And just gonna wait for the frames to drop here. Derforgan and what is not. Oh my god. Derforgan, and what is not the worst mid matchup in the world for him either, right? Like, you know, that is not some like random jabroni he rolled over. That is actually somebody who means something, right? I think that might be like godlike Matt's biggest victory so far at mid, maybe, especially, and when I say biggest victory so far, I mean that in the way of like the biggest guy that he knocked down, right?
Right.
Duluth, Minnesota. Gotta block that number after this. So yeah, godlike Matt, I think, really put on a superstar display. I think his itemization was rough, but everything else, he just did well. When's our next game? It was best of 1, bro. You win.
I mean, next game in general, I guess.
I don't know. Ask Magician.
Probably Friday.
Yeah, probably like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So, some weekend-esque day. Jackie Chin on the Drow Ranger there. Definitely, like, after a rough week 1, I feel like Jackie Chin on the Drow Ranger there just really just, you know, turned it back around. Just put that win in his column. And again, it's a big win. These aren't jabronis. He's walking over here, right? You know, you just change a little bit, and suddenly this team is like, oh my god. You change a little bit, and suddenly this team is really balling. And we're dropping frames, and I'm getting called by some guy in Duluth, Minnesota. I think we're out of time, kids. What do you think? Any analysis on this one, fellas?
I mean, just a
not
draw
much.
popping off.
Yeah, GG's had like 3 mid players, and so like I think it was kind of doomed from like the player draft, but it is what it is.
Right. Well, if you or somebody you know wants to join the Magician tournaments, and we're not having the LD2L requirement for season 3 and on, right? If you want to join on for this thing next season, there will be a nice little link. Duluth, Minnesota. In the description. This guy's just driving me crazy. There will be a link in the description. Just join up on that. Hopefully, we won't drop over around 10% of the frames next time we stream, and that's it. We'll see you next time. But before we go, Randy, you were talking about a sponsor that we had before the game.
Yeah. Our sponsor is the city of Duluth, Minnesota. The mayor actually called me
455 times.
Yeah, it was great.
While you were live.
Calls, but...
Well, yeah, obviously not. You think I'm picking that shit up, especially when you only ring for like a second? No. Get out of here, guy from Duluth, Minnesota. So yeah.
So, yeah, sponsored by the city of Duluth. Shoutouts.
Big turnaround, big performance there from the good guys. He did mean the next series. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Ask Magician. Probably haven't said that yet. Anyway, so yeah, just a little bit of change on this lineup, and suddenly, like, Jackie was able to do so much more. Suddenly, Giraffe was just in such a more comfortable position. Yeah, that lane
Yeah.
was like awful for Beatus too, and he still ended up turning it around. It became a force they had to pay attention to in the mid game.
Right.
The way I guess the way he bought the auras as well. Like if this game had gone longer, probably would have been like not so great. But the fact that their game plan was win it in like 25, and they did, right? The fact that their gameplay was this, it didn't mean that it was the right thing to do if you're looking at a short-term game. It did really, I think, take the edge off a lot of what PA, especially in Mars as well, could do to you in that time. So yeah, a very good game from the good guys. See you
For
next
sure.
time.